Travis Wayne Goodso. I have apparently got more time to write on the Egyptian gold plates for you. So let's proceed. Case history number 1. A messenger comes to Joseph Smith Jr. and says, after telling me these things, he commenced quoting the prophecies of the Old Testament. Instead of quoting the first verse from the 3rd chapter of Malachi, as it reads in our books, he quoted it thus: For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall burn as stubble. For they that come shall burn them, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And then the change to the 5th verse. If it were not so, the whole earth would be utterly wasted at his coming. Case history number 2. This council in the valley of Adam-on-Diamond is to be of the greatest importance to this world. At that time, there will be a transfer of authority from the usurper and impostor Lucifer to the rightful King, Jesus Christ. Our Lord will then assume the reins of government. Directions will be given to the priesthood, and he whose right it is to rule will be installed officially by the voice of the priesthood there assemble. What's the difference? Should be obvious. The Book of Mormon is the keystone of Mormonism. Everybody knows this. Yet why are Mormons ashamed of the learning of the Jews? Yea, I make a record in the language of my father, which consists of the learning of the Jews and the language of the Egyptians. Currently in the middle of the anti-Jewish episode of The Equalizer, Season 3, with Queen Latifah. Using codes to hide and cover up their crimes against the Jews. It is disgusting to have Mormons have such hatred towards not just the Jews, but to their founder, Joseph Smith, who was the messenger for us in the latter days. It is disgusting disgraceful. It is sickening to see the white supremacist hatred of my religion. I was born in the covenant. And already, before the day is done, as I too am just the messenger, people want to murder the messenger. People want to silence the messenger. I'm not even going to read it. I told you this was going to happen months ago. That when the time comes, if nothing happened, that I'd be blamed. Do you not see the difference between the first two scenarios? Joseph Smith said, God's not going to cause it. Evil people are going to cause it. And he's warning us to be aware and hearken so that you can know that you can be safe from when it happens. But if it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean Joseph is a false prophet. It doesn't mean I'm a false prophet. Because this is man who make the choice. That's the whole thing with prophecy, is mankind has agency. They choose what to do. And if they choose to be righteous, then the wicked thing never happens. Is that too complicated? But the other scenario, do you know where that comes from? The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The ones who replaced Joseph Smith, who replaced the Book of Mormon. And if you're unfamiliar with replacing of Jews, bleep you. See, I don't want to do videos. I never did. But I wanted to know about the latter days. I wanted to know when. Nobody's going to tell me no man knows the day or the hour. And so when I saw the signs, I did the research. And I warned you. I'm the messenger. If the church refuses to go through with it, if the people they hired refuse to go through with it, that's not my fault. You've got something sick and wrong if you want destruction to prove that I'm true. Dear God, you are messed up. This is what the enemy does. Did you not see it with Trump? He purposely causes a leak. The press spreads it all over the nation. And then Trump comes out and says, nope, fake news. Gotcha. This is what evil does. And you fell for it? You're still falling for it? You're trying to catch me? Trying to trigger me? Bleep you. You're culpable for all of this? With denialism. You are their soldiers, or shall we say, puppets, controlled by the church. It's disgusting. So, to close, I'll quote from the rabbi with a little modification. People have tried to kill the Jews. The Jews win. The Jews eat.